This is so fucking frustrating. Day 23, we are in Vermont. It's a place called Brattleboro, which is pretty much on the border between New Hampshire and Brattleboro. And last night, wasn't even last night, we were having like an early dinner, say about 5 o'clock. We checked the weather, or Liam checked the weather, and saw that a snowstorm was catching up with us, the same snowstorm that we've been trying to outrun for the last 3 days as we're in the northeast of America, New England. And Benny. Anyway, it's caught up with us. So if you look out the window, I don't know why I didn't film this outside before when I was just out there. We're snowed in. There is snow everywhere. It's still snowing. It's supposed to snow and it's supposed to rain until midday. Now, what's going through my mind is it's going to be cold. It's going to be wet. So my feet are probably going to get saturated, which means my feet are going to be chilly, which means I'll probably have to change. Hello, the boys are back. Probably have to change shoes a number of times and hopefully don't get blisters. So it's going to be one of those runs that is a pain in the ass, and hopefully we can find somewhere safe to run that I'm not going to be dodging traffic. All right, that's enough whinging. I'm going to start warming up. Guys, I want to know, how excited would you be about running in this snow? Because I'm telling you, I'm pretty pumped for the first 2K. And then who knows what's gonna happen. Oh, it's cold on the old feet.
Let's just go slow here, hey?
So right now, we are holding on for dear life because we're going down this hill and we're hoping that there's no ice for us to slide down. Very, very slowly.
Heart rate is going up a little bit. No more hills like this, boys. Oh my god, we made it.
Alright, let's go, Etienne. Oniva.
Hey, look at your dog.
This is gonna be a long, long day. Slushy, snow running. What I've found from running on this, like snow and ice, it really fatigues around the knees, and I feel like that's where a lot of the strain and stresses come from, because you're constantly, as you're trying to take your stride, your foot's slipping, so then the stabilizers have really got to grab and try and keep everything together. The safest place to run, and I guess the most, when I say safe, I mean no traffic, like traffic not on the road, we've got a footpath and it's mildly looked after, right? Is 1.8k up, 1.8k back. So that means we're going to be doing about 20 loops to the main street. The locals are going to think we're mad. We're going to get to know this road very, very well. Wish us luck. I'm 23 days into my 58-day marathon challenge. Yesterday was my second consecutive day where I didn't have too much pain, and I was thinking to myself, how good's this? I've got a good physio on board, we've got a good routine. Surely I'm not going to have any other issues for the rest of this trip. And the universe decides to go, hey, that snowstorm that you've been able to avoid, we're going to bring it to town. We're going to let it get you. So today and last night, we had about 15 centimeters of snow. It's supposed to snow and rain all day today, which makes it very uncomfortable. All my clothes are getting wet. Shoes are getting wet, and it just wants to keep challenging me. So the lesson learned is don't speak too soon, because there's always something around the corner. Every solution brings a new problem. It's going to test your character. So day 23, let's keep getting it. Can't really run on the road, and this is the footpath. It's absolutely shite. Come on, like look at this. This is dumb. 10k in, it's going to be a very long one, and I definitely know I'm going to have to do a full change of clothes soon because everything's wet. I want to get to at least a half marathon before I change clothes and get into something dry and warm again.
Have you had enough?
No, I gotta continue. It was probably the worst day ever. It's colder now. My chin is just not liking it.
It is so cold, my gloves are saturated. My hands are freezing. This is not cool, man. on? I can't get them on. My hands are too wet, maybe. This is so f***ing frustrating.
24 minutes, 48
Oh.
seconds. Segment pace, 8 minutes. Segment 4, 0 1 second. Segment 5,
Honestly,
0 seconds.
I'm gonna just run with my hands.
Got your other hat? Water, Lucky?
Angry Lucky. He was pissed. He was really angry, I think. The situation is pretty bad. The weather is horrible. The pavement is not easy to walk or run in. He was pretty angry. I'm gonna try to go and find him and help him a little bit, but he's still running pretty fast. So if I can keep up, I will, but it's not done. Alright, let's do this. Let's find Lucky. Alright.
There's a reason no one else is out running this. This is ridiculous. It's cold. I got really pissed off before when I was trying to put gloves on. My hands were so cold I couldn't put them on. So I ran off and I was just like, screw this, I'm just gonna keep running because I didn't want to be going this slow. Now I've got no head protection on, no gloves. Now I'm pissed off and I'm even colder. And I'm hungry. It's a 1.9k track. The footpaths are just slush. It's like they keep cleaning the footpath, but then the next one comes and pushes it all back on. So it's just like running on well, you're not running, you're walking. I'm saturated, cold, all of the above. Terrible conditions, bro. There's not a single cool thing about this. Look. Ice, water, shoes are saturated, socks are saturated, pants are saturated.
You're gonna have these bad days so you can remember the good.
Dude, I've had 21 bad days. And also on top of that, knowing it's going to be about 7 hours. I haven't found a single part where I'm like, oh, this is where I'll settle in. Makes me want to scream. I want to, but I'm not going to do anything. I'm not going to change how pissed off I feel. The hardest thing is knowing that the only way to finish it is walking, running. We got knee pain again, just on the quad. VMO, just near the kneecap, making me feel like vomiting. So we are now going to do 1k run, 2-minute walk, to see what happens. Zero energy. I got 18 to go. Looks like you're in running gear, Benny. That could only mean one thing. We're going for a walk. We're going for a run, aren't we?
Guess what?
What?
Did you notice anything about me flying the drone behind you just then?
Was it your drone? Did you have my propellers on it? You had some?
Nope.
It's just fine broken?
Nope.
I don't know.
This random guy pulled up as I was flying the Mini and said, "What you flying there?" And I said, "Oh, I was flying the Mini, but I've broke my propellers on my Air 3S." And he goes, "I got some at home, I'll go grab some."
Just a random dude.
Random dude, he brought him back. What was your name?
Paul.
Paul. I'm Ben.
Ben, pleasure to meet you.
Thank you so much, Paul.
No problem, my pleasure.
Paul just gave us some propeller blades for our drone. Yeah.
That way you guys can rock on, brother.
What?
Paul.
What a legend. We've met some good people today.
So I got advice for you.
Yeah.
You put yourself right in front of him and you dictate the pace. And if he goes too fast, just pretend you're hurt. Yeah.
Faking injury.
Yes, please.
All right, I can do that.
Everyone, we have 9 kilometers left, and Benny T, so the man that can, the man behind the cam. That's how we're running today's one. What do you reckon?
That was a good one.
That was good.
That was probably one of my best. All right, let's get this last 9K done. Obviously the mood is lifted because the road is being cleared and it's warming up, but it's been a very long day. It's already 5 hours in and we've got, 9K. Benny's gonna be so pumped editing this because right now he's not behind the camera. He's getting out, getting some Ks done. It's our first run to hit that left foot.
Ever?
Yeah, surely not. No, is it? I don't know, I don't reckon. Let's get some B-roll at the start. Have you ever seen a man tie his shoe up in the middle of the road, especially when there's a car coming? Car? Ben. Not smart.
I'm about to leave Lockie, let him do his last 3, and we'll film him when he gets back.
Oh yeah. Appreciate it, man.
See you, bud. What a bloody legend.
So just finished having Benny run 5K with me, and it was awesome. It was really cool to be able to do a run together. Even though we don't say a lot, it means a lot because they know when I'm hurting. And the boys put in shifts to keep me moving, so I really appreciate that. Definitely helps as much as I often don't say it, but man, when you're hurting, your head's beating you left and right, everything's sore, you just want to stop. So then to have them there just get in the way and just follow their feet. That's all I do. I focus on their feet and just keep trotting along, and all of a sudden you've done another 5K, 3 miles. It's a beautiful thing. We have 3K left. Let's get it done. Tough. I think that was so frustrating because I didn't want to do it and there was no other options on the table. You just like scream.
He's having a little play. You're having too much fun.
That's how you land it, Ben. Don't hit into the side of the building. Or the van.
Ladies and gentlemen, as we come to the end of another long day, Etienne's editing, Ben's editing, Liam is watching Designated Survivor, and I want to recap the day. So today was, I would say, the hardest day physically, mentally and emotionally. I feel like I've had days that have been physically challenging, other days that have been mentally challenging. This just threw everything, including the kitchen sink at us. I remember Etienne and I, when we got back after the first 10K, we were very disappointed that it wasn't like 30K. Because it felt like it had just been a grind. It was tough, really, really tough. I nearly had a meltdown. I think I did have a meltdown. I felt trapped. So we're through that day. I want to forget about it very quickly. I know it will be a good story eventually, but right now I don't want to think about it. I don't want to talk about it. So I'm just going to keep the leg sleeves on, get a good night's sleep, and we will be back at it again tomorrow. Any questions, comments below, that would be awesome. Hit the subscribe button over here if you haven't subscribed already. Share this with someone, and thank you guys for your support. I love knowing that people are watching this and hopefully learning a few things or being inspired. We'll see you tomorrow for day 24, which means marathon 24. Peace.